Alright, after that debacle with Dunkel and Ramses, we have finally cleared, at least I hope, all of the secondary character routes and can actually carry on with the special routes. And as per before, we're going to start with the AEUG, because we'll be using better machines in a more difficult route, and we'll have an opportunity to build up some of those ever so precious battle points so that we can upgrade the Titans and the Xeon machine, because we're going to be using a lot of one-year war machines in the Xeon route. That's going to be hell.
Kamille unit, let's do it! Something's calling. Who is it?
It is cool to see the Gundam rolling with the Mark II.
What's wrong? You coming with us?
I would assume we could anticipate that the AEUG would have been updating it a little bit. I mean, there's a limit to how much you can reasonably improve on an existing design without having to rip the whole thing apart and go back to the drawing board. But beneficially, the Gundam was, like, the best performing mobile suit of the one-year war, so it had a head start. There's also the electromagnetic coating they gave it that was originally designed for the Gundam Alex. It does not have the thrust profile of the Mark II, though, because the Mark II is just festooned in thrusters. And Emma stays evil in this route. Oh, there's the cue that Ryu survived in this continuity. He doesn't appear after this, though. So, did something happen while they were trying to capture the Mark II, or were they just trying to make the point that there are other characters who survived here, and they just really didn't have a place for him after this battle?
This isn't a game! Kamille here, I'm returning.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but Amuro's gonna be running that. That seems a bit redundant. And non-canon. Well, in the associated canon we can anticipate for this particular character route. Like, where would they have gotten a second Gundam?
How many are there?
What, did AEUG just turn to Anaheim and be like, you know, screw your factories, I'll make my own factories with blackjack and hookers?
Just hit! Take that! You're finished! Goodbye, you pests! Feeling immense pressure. What kind of pilot is he? Lieutenant Amuro! It's dangerous!
Ooh, reload. I can't even hit Shiraka right now. Yeah, he just doesn't stop moving. He stops when he needs to recharge his boost or to pop a shot off at us with the cannons. That's it. He's basically just mobile armoring super hard right now.
I'm not about to let myself be pulled in by the Earth's gravity well. I'll let the reinforcements take care of the rest. Why did you get in my way?
Yeah, the ability to reload, to maintain a constant supply of ammunition is balanced out by the fact that if you use recover on the Gundam Mark II, you can't reload anymore. It's also a lot weaker than say, like, OG Gundam's beam rifle right now is doing way more damage than mine. That's not just because it's AI controlled. Balancing purposes.
Kamille here, I'm returning. Kamille unit, let's
Well,
do
it
it!
seems to be going by pretty quick so far, but we got two routes here. We've got the regular route for this particular thing, and then the 4 lives route, which is considered the best. You need that for unlocking all the special stuff. This, by the way, is being recorded day of, because I just didn't have footage. Not fighting underwater. Oh, that was easy. Oh, yeah. Oh, and I'm in the water again. Ooh, got another hit there. I'm gonna do the spinning attack. What? Amuro, why? You have to stand right there? Oh! Oh, looks like the Titan's a better choice, too! Well, I mean, you'd have to ramp up the capabilities of the antagonists to match the protagonists if you choose an alternate continuity where you gave the protagonist some advantage. Otherwise, you're basically setting yourself up for the antagonists being straw men that are easily knocked down by the OP protagonist. We watch stories like this so that we can see the heroes overcome adversity, not just basically take a walk down the street. Oh! Oh, where are you going, Jared? Crap. Gotcha! Fortunately, it doesn't count.
Kamille here, I'm returning.
I mean, I know the Ashamar pursued them after they fled Jaburo, but I don't remember the Ashamar being there during the actual Jaburo battle, because the Titans had already pulled out. Because they were going to blow the whole thing sky high. That was the point. Yeah, bazooka. Even though I hate using the bazooka.
Kamille be done, let's do it!
On any other mobile suit, it's fine. On this thing where it turns into a shotgun, like 2 heights of the mobile suit in length away, it's just not really all that effective. I could do more damage with a Zaku machine gun. What? No. I don't think I've ever lost one of these shuttles.
Stop the launch and capture the AEUG mobile suit.
I can't say the same for losing Roberto non-canonically in his Rick Diaz here.
Not bad, the reactor's quick.
Oh, my shield caught that one. There we go. Chain the combo. No, I want to reload. I'm preemptively reloading. Well, I guess we could say that Roberto... Well, actually, I think Roberto does live in this kind of... Like, we have the option to save everybody, which is a little unrealistic, but sure, why not? Turn a real robot genre into a super robot genre where everybody can just live at the end because of the power of friendship.
30 seconds.
Isn't that basically what they did for Dragon Ball Super? Reload.
No way in hell.
Yep, that's that increase in difficulty making itself known. You're welcome, Roberto. That would have been you dead just there, twice.
Kamille here. I'm returning.
We're still marked. This is one time where I will use the bazooka because the eye field barrier has no effect on it.
Kamille, be done. Let's do it.
I mean, it's not canon, which is why I think I used the beam rifle last time. But we're not in canon territory, so I can be more flexible. Besides, adhering to the canon is a self-imposed rule. Who cares that much?
Four. Is it you?
Hell, I changed the paint scheme on all of my Kushan ships and the emblem when I played Homeworld because I was like, my fleet, my rules. And I intend to do that with Cataclysm, and 2, and Deserts of Karak. Okay, let's not reload directly in front of the Psycho Gundam. There are technically a lot of things in space, especially if you're around a star. It's just that by human standards, we don't have handy things like atmospheric pressure, or, you know, convective cooling, or heating for that matter. Space is far from empty. It's full of dust and rock and ice and everything else. Everything literally exists in space. It is the canvas upon which the universe has been painted. Well, even a vacuum is a relative term in terms of quantum dynamics, because a vacuum has particles that appear and disappear, virtual particles. Oh, is she doing her thing? Oh, nope. Whoa. I mean, that's the notion of zero-point energy, is the idea that you can extract energy from the spontaneous creation and disintegration of particles in virtual space. Yeah, she's bailing. I mean, we're pretty sure mobile suits are powered by some form of helium-3 reaction, possibly helium-3 with itself, because that reaction has a relatively low fusion cross-section for all the aneutronic reaction types, and that's the other point. It's aneutronic, because if you're going to put a reactor in something that has to move, it has to be light, and you want it to be as fuel-efficient as possible. And one of the problems with stuff like deuterium tritium, the thing that everybody, you know, talks about because it's the easiest fusion to make happen, is that sure, but you can't extract much energy out of it because it releases a lot of its energy as neutrons. And since neutrons are aptly neutrally charged, they can perturb on a magnetic field, which means they can't be contained magnetically. You need large physical shielding like lithium and lead. And basically, the force that excites those neutrons and sends them flying out of the reaction is energy that you cannot effectively recoup in the reactor. So an aneutronic reaction, the only real technical hurdle right now is just the availability of fuel, because helium-3 is a must, and it is an unstable element that breaks down in like 12 years' time, which in terms of the time scale of most material is ridiculously short. So the only way we get helium-3 is either by scavenging it from the sun, or somewhere where the sun deposits it. Okay, that partner destroyed has me worried, but to unlock the special route, we have to, like, kill Shiraka or whatever, so this is going to be an assault mission.
Kamille unit, let's do it! Something's calling. Who is it?
Gundam 00's idea of exotic matter leading to proton decay and using that as an energy source, it's basically the sort of matter-to-energy conversion that you get from the S2 engine in Evangelion. Because if you can break down protons, you can break down pretty much any atom that exists, and if you can extract energy from that, you could put lead, gold, cesium, it wouldn't matter what you put in the reactor, it would extract energy from it.
We're within Background City's airspace.
There's the man. Kill him. Got him. We gotta try to shift him closer to the center so he can't just dip out when he gets low, because he's gonna try. There we go, that's Shirako. I'm not sure if we have to destroy Jared as well. We'll do it anyway. Amuro's still doing fine. I took the brunt of most of that. Playing hyper-aggressive. God, that's gonna be ZKA's job when Gundam Evolution comes out. He's gonna be using either Barbados or Gundam Exia and just like getting in people's faces while I'm probably wearing them down. Oh, there is no Jared. Okay. I'll probably be wearing them down from a distance with either Zaku. First mobile suit I play is probably gonna be Zaku, because show respect to the granddaddy. One thing I'm not using is a gym. I don't care if it's like the Riot Shield, one of the group. It's still a gym. Get me out of that thing. Can't hit me. Can't hit her either, apparently. Oh, regardless what win condition we needed for the special ending, we just cleared it. Huzzah! Well, was it 4 lives or was it Operation Apollo Prevented? Because I know that was an important bit. It's been a long time.
Unless you immediately halt your attack and accept this ceasefire, we shall destroy this city completely. I repeat.
I think at the end of this we have like a big battle where it's the Zeta and the Mark II, or the Super Gundam and the RX-78, and that was just like the nerdgasm moment of like all the Gundams fighting in the same battle. There we go. Operation Apollo Prevention a success, and we skip this one. But for now, we'll stay the course, and then we'll, because I'm going to roll this whole thing into one video, so this is going to be another long one. Recover. I'm gonna have to upgrade the Zeta Gundam again. It's gonna cost, what is it, like 200,000 combat points? But those last battles on the other route are gonna be brutal if I don't. And I don't feel like having a repeat of what was it, Ramses? Yeah, let's not do that again.
Damn you! Why did you get in my way?
Upgrade first, fewer fruitless efforts.
Yazan, don't think that one temperamental pilot will puzzle you.
Oh, still piloting a Goplant. Whoa. Ow. Ow. Oh, that didn't stun him. That's not good. Oh, I wasn't trying to transform. That got my shot. Oh, God. Yeah, let's get Yazan out of contention, because he's actually slapping right now. There we go. Man, it's been a while since I used Zeta. Nice to be in a top-tier machine again. I mean, again, don't get me wrong, I appreciate the everyman mobile suits and even the cannon fodder, but still, you really gotta have your, you know, head in the game if you're gonna actually pull off a dub with that. I mean, from my impression, and again, I'm working from very limited information because I haven't played it myself yet, but my impression from what I've seen of how the Zaku runs in Gundam Evolution is that it's going to be, like, a high damage probability, because the machine gun is going to have a great hit rate, you would think, because it's rapid fire, unlike a lot of the beam weapons. But the per shot damage is going to be terrible. So it's a mobile suit built for endurance, because it's got like a smoke grenade too. It's very tactical. And it probably wouldn't fare so well in a straight fight, but as a sort of mid-range support unit to just chisel enemy health while they're busy fighting something else, it's probably going to be golden. That's a thankless job, being the supporting unit. Because as the supporting unit, victory probably would not have been possible without your intervention, but you're not the one that they throw all the parades for at the end. It's whoever was getting in there, you know, the Ronin pilot.
All mobile suits, stand by for launch. Commencing countdown. Hey, Kamille, bring me back a souvenir if you make it to Earth.
Not in yet. Ow! Well, okay, canonically, this is when Quattro got knocked down to the planet, so are we suggesting that Amuro instead is going to get knocked planet-side? I mean, it can't be for the same reason that Char was, because he was mentally distracted. Could just be the fact that we're getting to a point where that RX-78 is going to start showing its age.
Team, let's go.
That'd be like somebody rolling into Desert Storm with a Sherman.
Barzams will take the rest. Roger that, Lieutenant Yazan. As always, you've taken us straight to the middle of battle, Lieutenant Yazan.
Come on, I want you to do it. Hit me. Come on, hit me. You wait your turn. Hit me. Oh god, 3 enemies again. It's not just toggling, it's cycling, and it... Ah! Not the sea serpent! Did he just yell same team? Oh my god, that's precious. Well, we have to eliminate all 3 of them. Ah! I can deal a lot more damage. That's the ticket. Boom! Hey Ramses, look! This time you die last! Let it never be said that I never did anybody any favors.
Gotcha. Lieutenant!
Yes, the one weakness of the Sea Serpent is that the enemy's not the only one immobilized when you use it.
Kamille here, I'm returning.
Ally battle gate. Oh boy, so yeah, this is definitely a recover job. Because they're gonna need it.
Unit, let's do it. Be strong. Try to get in my way. I'll kill you.
Oh, come here, Jared. Come here. I need to get that recover up. Where's the other target? Okay, that should save the Nemo. Oh, that was close. Still gotta destroy one more Hyzak, though, before we're out of this. Get up, get up, get up. Oh, no!
I'm withdrawing.
That was on a razor's edge, and it just went wrong. Okay, well, there's a simple solution for that. Oh, that's pricey.
Kamille, be done. Let's do it.
God, because the Nemo just goes straight for the Psycho Gundam. It could have some staying power if it went for the Hyzak or the Bjarlon. Instead, it just goes straight for the Psycho Gundam.
Come to push me around. You're the ones who stole all my memories?
Stop. Think about what you're doing. You're not well. Stop.
You're in front of me.
I love it when the shield absorbs the hit.
Stop fighting like this for. Out of my way.
Okay, the terrain is really screwing with my movement groove right now. I miscalculated the battlefield entry vulnerability. Yeah, now that I'm upgraded, I can kill the Hyzaks much more efficiently. And our first Nemo gets saved by a recover. That's handy. Hey, Jared, how about you piss off?
This is the end.
Come up when you die. Not yet. You're finished. Take that. Don't get in my way. Got in my way. Damn you.
Oh good, at least in that configuration, 4 is unlikely to hit anything. Okay, that's our first downed Nemo of 3 that were allowed. Yeah, I nearly died last time too. I'm not hanging around to sponge hits myself. Come on. Okay, one more Hyzak, and we're at it. Fuck off, Jared. Yeah, no. I'm not even going after that Hyzak until I get you to stay put.
Got in my way.
Oh, a bit of a false start there, but we pulled it out in the end. I mean, God, like 5 seconds made the difference in that losing match. 5 seconds.
Kamille,
If I
here,
had just
I'm
gotten a
returning.
second shot off, that would have been victory in the bag. Oh, that would be an interesting choice. But no thanks.
Kamille unit, let's do it! It started.
Well, at least we have some suitable backup again.
You see enemy mobile suits? Try to hold them off until after Char's address.
I never wanted to fight! I'm trying to give them more time to speak!
I'd like to start by asking for forgiveness from the assembly members. It's gonna destroy the comm center. Citizens, we mean no disrespect.
This isn't the time and space for a fight.
I am Lieutenant Quattro. I won't let you interfere. There's one thing I must disclose before I say what I came to say. I am also the man who was known as Char Aznavour.
Take that! If you hadn't come up, you wouldn't have died!
There we go.
The true aspirations of Zeta. Do not think of me as Char.
Oh, Gaplant instead of an Ashamar.
Rather, as the son of Zeon Daiki. Zeon Daiki
This isn't a game!
nothing to do with the greed and hatred of the Sari family. They did not build the Prince
And another Gaplant. I'm not sure if that's necessarily a better choice than the Ashamar.
Once there, they flourish, expanding their living space as they build more colonies on their own. Unfortunately, their success filled them with hubris and dreams of war, creating evils like the zombie factory. We mustn't repeat that mistake. Why won't people understand that moving into space will expand their horizons?
You know, the funny part is the diet of people who live on space colonies would probably be 80 to 90% fruit and vegetable and only about 20 to 10% meat. And I know plenty of people that would drive absolutely crazy. Because I think the little disc things that they show, and I think it's just part of like a flat sprite for the space colonies in this game, are actually something that was considered in the O'Neill Cylinders designs, where the colony itself needs the ability to cycle between day and night for thermoregulatory reasons. It has to cool itself over the nighttime to prevent it from overheating. That's how the Texas colony in the original Mobile Suit Gundam ended up being a mummified dust ball, because once everybody in the colony had been killed, which I think was a poison gas attack. Or was that in the original, or was that Zeta? I know that they went to the gassed colony in Zeta, and everybody was just mummified, and everything was a desert. And the reason for that was because with the personnel that would maintain the colony gone, eventually it stopped cycling between day and night, was just day all the time, and baked internally. But the thing is, those pods at the back end of the colony that are sort of on a ring wider than the colony's own mirrors are actually agricultural pods that maintain constant daytime, because it lets you grow produce at twice the speed. That's the thing, though, is that you can't really do that with meat. You know, animal life, not to mention, like, grazing land and so forth, so you're going to end up in space colonies having, like, a diet of 90% plant. I mean, the vegetarians and the vegans will love it.
Kamille here, I'm returning. Kamille be done, let's do it!
I mean, my digestion personally just won't tolerate too many leafy greens. Stuff like carrots and so forth, that's fine. But if you start hitting me with too much of that celery cabbage bullshit, I end up in intestinal distress. I have used meat substitutes. Like, tofu isn't bad. Definitely needs to be seasoned, though. It's bland as all hell. I mean, honestly, if there was meat in a space colony, it would probably be bug protein, because that's a lot easier to cultivate. I wouldn't mind that either, honestly.
Why did you get in my way?
Like, bug protein is more dense than like, red meat protein. People are just, like, heebie-jeebie about eating bugs. Which, in and of itself, I find ironic, considering that our ancestors, like, before we were anatomically human, they ate bugs. We see that with, greater apes, like, gorillas and chimpanzees. They eat bugs. In fact, that's most of the protein in their diet. They don't go around hunting gazelles or anything like that. They eat bugs. Maybe smaller reptiles. Find an iguana every now and then.
You're that mutant. Come on, you bring nothing but misery.
I don't know. Insect protein mixed with tofu. I mean, it kind of defeats the purpose of tofu as like a meat substitute.
What is it?
If you're just gonna put meat in the meat substitute.
You're the one responsible for these.
I'm thinking more in the grounds of like the scarcity of the resource.
No, don't. We might be able to understand each other if that is sharp.
Yeah, with the upgraded mobile suit, I'm barely even thinking during these fights. I'm just hacking and slashing and blasting.
But I can never forgive you.
The Doom method, shoot it until it dies. Oh, but this is a cool shot, though.
What is this feeling?
Zeta Gundam, the OG Gundam, and the Hyakushiki in the same fight.
Mr. Amuro,
This is the feeling that games featuring multiple, like, protagonist and antagonist mobile suits from across the Gundam series are trying to cultivate. That sense of all the awesome in one place at one time. But I also feel like variety, though, because it's been sort of, like, it's been officially stated that the opening roster of mobile suits in Gundam Evolution won't be all there is. There's going to be more. But the question is, what gets priority in that? I mean, the sensible game development decision would be to let the players decide on what they want to pilot,
don't take me lightly.
and by any logical, rational reckoning, that's exactly what you should do, but if you look at game development today, you do get the feeling that maybe game developers are not being entirely rational.
The Zeta.
Oh, we can't include that. It might disrupt the meta that we arbitrarily imposed. Well, I don't think the problem then is with the aims or the goals of the player base. The problem is with your meta. Fix it. There shouldn't even be a meta. That is a thing that you want to avoid in game development. Because how do you fix a meta? Balancing tweaks. And, why do you need to tweak the balance? Well, because it was out of balance, and bang, there's your problem. You didn't balance things correctly to start, a meta emerged, and now you have to fix it. Because that's the thing, Gundam Evolution has to create a universe where something like Double O or the Sazabi is on fair standing with something like a Zaku 2 or the Dom Troopin. And I struggle to imagine how exactly that is supposed to work. Because that's a very strange place to put yourself.
It started. You got in my way.
Amuro, I could have taken him out in one hit, but you blocked my shot. And I fired that to... Ow, okay, great.
Don't get in my way.
Izami, what happened?
Where are you, brother?
I have missiles that your barrier doesn't protect against. Whoa!
Where are you, brother?
Just one more time. Please become my sister.
I think the AI is learning it's staying in the transformed state. I can literally only use my missiles.
You're not my brother.
Oh! That there was the geometry of pain. Where is Gates? I'm tired of him interloping. Wow, I let that thing off and I gotta get it right down the enemy's throat to do any damage, and yet he fires it while half of my body is in cover and I still take a hit. Gates, I'm focusing you. You're dead. Well, that was needlessly elaborate, and now I'm in a vortex of pain. I want out of this, whatever this is, this docking bay. Actually, you're transformed, and you're attacking, so you can't be guarding and attacking. No, I didn't. I am out of everything. I'd rather take the hit from the Gaza Sea than the Psycho Gundam Mark II. And I immediately take a hit from the Psycho Gundam Mark II. God, death of 1,000 pinpricks. Actually, was Zeta part of that opening roster? Because they had the Methus. Where was the Zeta Gundam? I didn't see it as part of that opening roster. Maybe I'm just misremembering, but I'd be upset if Zeta was not part of the roster because Zeta's cool. Not as over the top as Double Zeta.
Kamille be done. Let's do it.
Alright. Yes, let's defeat Haman. Actually, there's a change right there.
How many are there?
We're fighting Haman instead of Shirako.
Monster! People have died today! So many people have died already!
I'll eliminate all.
You're still saying that?
Yeah.
My true enemy is the new.
Oh! It's space without the fucking mirrors! There is a god!
For the restoration of the Zabi family. Amuro Ray?
The ghost of Zeon. I won't let you get away with that!
Yeah, quit flying around me, you're making me look bad, Gaza. Holy no! No, honestly, I'd rather take the beam saber than, like, all of the funnels at once.
What are you doing?
Well, Amuro, you have this knack for getting between me and my quarry.
Lala soon.
No. Who is it?
And here's where cobbling the voice lines together leads to a bit of an eclectic dialogue.
Don't think you're my friend. No matter how you say it, I'm the one who controls my own destiny.
Are we implying then that Rekko has stayed with the AEUG? Well, it would make sense. Emma stayed with the Titans for some reason.
Not yet. Too easy. I'll get you.
Maybe we could chalk it up to some shifty stuff the AEUG did because Char was a leading member from the start. That does seem quite likely.
The Zeta.
Come on, Khan. You're the source of the evil that causes us to fight. Your time has come.
The thoughts of other people and their will become your power. Is that what a new type is? Kamille is in a machine.
I find it funny how everybody forgets that new type is just a theory.
Well, you still want to fight?
I mean, for God's sakes, the whole opening thing of Unicorn Gundam has a conversation between Cardius Vist and I do not remember the captain of the Garancier's name. But it was a whole conversation about like what a new type is and the fact that while we call these gifted, espers new types, the whole new type thing was coined in a theory by Xeon. And it does basically turn into a semantic debate about the definition of the word, but it is one that, like, nobody bothered to have, because it's all attached to war and salesmanship, like, oh, this is a new type. He even says that new type became synonymous with Mobile Suit Ace, which was completely removed from Xeon's ideas of understanding each other without preconceptions.
Kamille here, I'm returning.
So what ending do we get here? Kamille and Amuro have managed to repel Haman. Nonetheless, an all-out war against Axis appears unavoidable. Could Kamille and Amuro have defeated the Titans earlier, then taken on Axis? Technically, that's what we just did. Decisions made in combat can change the course of history. Re-explore the alchemy. Yeah, prevent Operation Apollo. We did that game. Thank you. So, Kilimanjaro early. God, I hope that this doesn't go... I'll take hits just to get that recover gauge up high enough that we can save that first Nemo.
Who is it?
You've come to push me around. You're the ones who stole all my memory.
Stop! Don't fight!
Yeah, focus me. Come on.
Stop! Think about what you're doing! You're not well!
So the Zeta Gundam.
Oh!
Stop!
You're in front of me, you cocky bastard.
Don't fight!
God, I gotta triple tap the Marsai? Oof.
They're only four.
Where are you going?
Why did you get in my way? You had to come up, you wouldn't have...
Okay, so far so smooth. Hey. You aim at me, giant crazy lady. Oh, damn it. It was the first recover didn't build.
From behind? Where's he coming from? You!
They're only four.
You had to come up, you wouldn't have died! I got you!
Come on, give me another one to shoot. Oh, that's not going to connect. Oh. That was just bad maneuvering on my part. Okay, we got that one recovered. I'm going to have to seriously crunch it, though.
You're finished!
Okay, one more. We can do that in, like, a Nemo and a half.
Why did you get in my way?
There we go. Thing of beauty.
Kamille here, I'm returning.
Capture the Titan's ultimate weapon. Oh boy.
Kamille unit, let's do it!
The interesting part is that this path seems to follow the same continuity, bizarrely, as the Xeon remnants survive the one-year war and flee to Axis, because we end up encountering all of them in the end of this path, which would suggest that that route was also true. I mean, this whole thing is just fan servicey.
Chiraco! You're the man called Chiraco.
Oh, really? Through my melee rush.
Real trouble later.
Oh, shit. Amuro! Oh yeah, shoot him after he's done attacking me for the full duration. Wow!
Show me how smart you are, Mr. Shirako.
Thanks, Amuro. It's real helpful.
Why did you come? Your time is over.
Great. Jared is here. Like, that line being here is weird. Char is not here. Oh, and of course, because this time we don't have to drive them off, we have to actually get the battle gauge down. But they leave us no other opponent to fight but the named characters to make that so much harder.
Man, what in the world am I doing here?
Mr. Amuro, snap out of it! All the people who died in this war believed they were giving up their lives to save the world!
Oh, hey, Amuro, you actually came in handy one time in this entire fight. By stealing my kill!
Kamille here, I'm returning!
So the laser goes off, Titans are wiped out, we gearined them. And now, a Bawaku. For some reason, I'm sensing Big Zam vibes, I'm bringing out the Mega Launcher.
Kamille be done, let's do it! Something's calling. Who is it?
Ooh. Ow!
If you hadn't come up, you wouldn't have died!
Oh. That's one of the few times I've ever seen the AI morph one of those.
Don't get in my way!
Got my way! Final victory will be ours.
Oh, look. I was right.
I'm launching.
Oh! Thought I had more deflection than that. Didn't actually do that much damage, though. I'm not even sure the shoot in the butt strategy will work here because of how low an angle I have to attack. Oh, that's what the missiles are for. Oh no, it's connecting. But I gotta get in its claw range to make that magic happen. Oh no. There we go. Ah, it's bad angle. Oh yeah, I can feel that difficulty hike. Oh, no, 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 no. Forget Garmer, forget the Gelgoog, focus Dozel. He's the only one we have to defeat for this. Even though I might as well be throwing stones at him for how effective these wrist-mounted grenades are. Hey, Amuro, do you feel like contributing even a little bit? Okay, one more hit and we can cross him off the checklist of zombies to be obliterated.
Why did you get in my way? Kamille here. I'm returning.
And now what, inside of Baoku? Yep, this doesn't even pop up in the normal route because Baoku was destroyed in the One-Year War. So there wouldn't be an inside of Baoku. Besides, didn't Baoku, like, become the Gate of Zidane? Why would there even...
Kamille,
Yeah.
come on, let's do it.
I don't remember if it was white base exploding inside a Baoku or destruction deeper in the installation that caused its ultimate destruction. The irony of Kamille making that statement is that in this case it is very much a game. Oh boy, yeah, I'm really worried about this thing that has no ranged potential whatsoever. You guys dusting off old Gelgoogs? Oh, that was a finish with a flourish. And I am out of boost.
Your time has come.
You're that new type.
Amon, you bring nothing but misery.
Silence, hypocrite.
Have a taste of my beam bayonet. Even though it isn't, the saber actually comes right out of the rifle. Which is funny, considering that the beam sabers in the hip slots actually act as the beam submachine gun when in Wave Rider mode. So Zeta has a beam rifle that can function as a beam saber, and beam sabers that can function as beam rifles.
No, don't. We might be able to understand each other if only things were a little different.
Silence. There's that shot.
Hi, hey, 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 hey. His shield sponged a lot of that. All I gotta do is destroy this Gaza, and that should clinch it. Come back here.
Mr. Amuro.
Amon feels a little different from Lala.
Ah, it's a little scrunchy to be a cool finishing shot. Attack the Axis Defense Forces. Sure.
Kamille unit, let's do it.
Well, it's called Inside Rosamia, so she's still going to be here, even though, we wiped out the Titans. Has she just been flying around being a crazy person this entire time? Where did she come from? Oh crap, we're fighting Rosamia and I did not bring the launcher. This is gonna be interesting. Just time the shots well. Just time the shots well. That's not Rosamia, that's Gates.
You're not my brother.
Gates is going to run down my beam charge.
The Zeta gun will bring the sky down. I won't let you bring the sky down.
Rosalie, just one more time. Please become my sister Rosalie. Die.
I am just out of beam ammo. Yes. Now I either melee the Psycho Gundam Mark II, or use a head Vulcan that could barely put the eye out of a mobile suit. Of conventional proportion. Ow! Hey, Rick Doms, again, dusting off the museum pieces, are we?
Destroy the system. I'll do it. I know this
Camille,
Ugh.
sure?
I could have caught one from the scattering beam cannon at that distance and orientation.
I'm going to have to shoot you down.
You have to try harder than that, Rosami. Am I just like Matrix agenting my way through all these beams? Oh! Never talk shit. Immediately made to eat shit. Never talk shit. I mean, we could theoretically spare Rosemi, because we just have to run the reinforcement gauge down, but... And for a penny, and for a pound. Oh! No dice. If she doesn't go down soon, she might end up being spared entirely arbitrarily.
Come up, you wouldn't have died.
And the Zeta goes right up the Psycho Gundam Mark II's ass. Okay.
Kamille here. I'm returning.
Oh, tempting. But no, because I'm, least of all, because I'm not going to be putting any points into upgrading it. No. No. Even though it... Is it? I'm trying to think of whether it's still going to play the Double Zeta theme when the fight starts, if I don't use the Double Zeta.
Something's calling me. Who is it? Why did you get in my way? You're not getting away.
Well, go on then. Send in the Cubilees. Hey, at least they're not mass production type Cubilees. 30 fucking funnels. Literally, I don't think anything the size of a conventional mobile suit has had that many funnels. Gigantic ass backbinder to support the whole lot of them to boot. Yeah, I think it was 10 funnels for the Cubilee, 12 for the Cubilee Mark II, and then the Cubilee mass production type, or Mark III, whatever, had 30 of them, and then the Kshatriya had 24. Yeah, so many funnels. Wait, let's cut it down to one Cubilee. It's gonna be difficult enough. There we go. Oh, that was perfectly timed not to hit me with enough force all at once to knock me down and give me that immune pain state.
We have to leave things to Kamille.
Oh.
Changing, becoming like us.
It's different from 7 years ago.
Now remember, guys, perfectly symmetrical fighting doesn't benefit anyone. That was a Futurama joke.
Hit me lightly.
Why do I have goosebumps?
Well, you still want to fight?
The thoughts of other people and their will become your power. Is that what a new type is?
No, but theoretically that could be what the Psycho Frame is described as doing. I mean, that Axis shock wasn't just Amuro and Char. The two Psycho Frame cockpits were resonating with the wills of everybody. Nobody wanted Axis to slam into the Earth, and so the will of millions or billions was made manifest.
Don't take me lightly. Don't take me lightly.
Now, on the other hand, Gundam Unicorn might just be literal god tier, making your dreams come true. But then again, it is named after a mythical wish-granting creature.
Getting away. Not if you hadn't come up, you wouldn't have died.
Ta-da! Now, like, the Kamille evil route and so forth doesn't pop up until we do all of the things and unlock the ability to hot swap between different character routes, which we don't have yet. And special ending! Titans have been annihilated and the rise of Axis has been prevented. The AEUG has succeeded in gaining control over the Earth sphere. Kamille Bidan's spirit has survived this ordeal. This new generation of new type has carved his name in history. Well, he sort of did that anyway. Didn't need a special ending for that. I'll let the barely audible music roll itself out. Hell, even at this audio level, I get claimed for it. Now, as a special aside, I'm going to replay that last mission, but with the ZZ, the Double Zeta Gundam. Double beam rifle. Unfortunately, for balancing reasons, and probably I suspect to save on development time, the Double Zeta Gundam does not transform.
Kamille unit, let's do it.
If I remember correctly, this should change the music.
It started.
Nope. Okay, interesting.
Got in my way.
Shield caught it.
Stop it, I'm an ally! I'm an ally!
Oh, for God's sakes, Amuro. Oh no, go ahead, blow off both my shields, because then I unlock the double sword melee. So please, I implore you, blow both my shields off.
Don't take me lightly. You.
Kamille, run!
Please run. Don't worry about me. We'll both be.
You're kidding me!
All the people who died in this war believed they were giving up their lives to save the world.
Oh, hi there, Mark II.
I believe in you.
Oh, there goes one.
You have to leave things to Kamille.
Ah.
Becoming like us.
It's different from 7 years ago.
I'd like to get out of this trench. What is this, Star Wars? They'll have one shield.
Why do I have goosebumps?
Well, still want to fight?
Come on, come on, shoot me! Shoot me now, come on! Oh, God. Take off the second shield, I want to do the cool thing!
Will become your power. Is that what a new type is?
Come on, if you're not willing to cooperate... Thanks, Amuro! I'm well aware I've been team back shooting him this whole time. I don't care, that's his problem. Oh-ho! I don't get to do the double sword thing if I end up in a recover state. Why did that not get absorbed by the shield? Come on, come on! Why? No, it's not... Ugh.
Don't take me lightly.
I won't let you.
Don't take me lightly.
Oh, she's rushing.
Don't take me lightly. Don't take me lightly.
Time it perfectly.
Don't take me lightly.
Boom! Okay, that was... Oh, I didn't actually expect that was going to connect.
Don't take me lightly.
Thank you for holding still. Ooh. Oh, I didn't get to do the double sword attack. It's rare to get the opportunity to be realistic. Because with the RX-78, if it loses both sections of the shields, you can do a rush attack with both beam sabers, one in each hand, and you can do something similar if you lose both shields on the double Zeta here, but the shields intercept in such a small area that I had it left side right at Haman, and I was still taking the hits without losing the shield. And if you equip the version which is just the cannons and not actually the rifle, you can't do the double beam saber thing. So... yeah, I just decided to throw that in there to use the double Zeta Gundam.